Hi, Virgos. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading. Let's see what Spirit has for you today. Let's see what's coming next in love, what's happening, any guidance Spirit has for you. So we are going to welcome to my reading room. This is my sanctuary. For those of you that are new to my channel, I am a psychic medium full-time. This is my private reading room. Welcome. This is where I hang out all the time. So I love to share my space. I love to share my time with you. So welcome, everybody. For those of you who are returning, I want to just let you know I just hit, collectively we hit, I should say, 1 million views on my YouTube channel. So I'm very excited about that. Thank you for all your likes, your support, your love. Very, very grateful. Let's see what Spirit has for you today. Let's see what's next in love. Let's see what's coming in love. And let's just see what our guided messages are today. Spirit, I am here with my Virgos. I would love for you to share with me any messages that you have for them. Open up my heart, open up my soul to receive your messages. I ask for any evidence to confirm that this is the person that they are meant to be with. I ask that you give us any clues, any guidance, and I am listening for you now. Okay, let's see. Spirit guides are here. They're ready to talk. They're ready to rock and roll, my Virgos. You ready? I have love. Divine source is the idea that no person, place, or thing is your salvation, only love itself, right? No person, place, or thing is going to make us happy. We all know that. It's just nice to have somebody in our lives, right? But no one person is going to make us happy. So just this infinite love, infinite kind of energy around you. That's how it feels. Inner child. Allow me to give compassion and love to that little one, right? Let me attend to its deepest needs and feelings, that inner child. I'm going to always take care of that inner child. I'm going to make sure that their needs are being met first, and then I will take care of the rest. Like being on an airplane, they say to the mother, put your mask on first so then you can take care of the child, It's kind of like counter what you want to do, but I guess it probably works in an emergency. Invite help. Invite the divine to pursue you seriously. Just say, I'm finally ready, God. Pursue me. Inviting help. Help me, right? It's okay to ask for help. It's okay if you're searching for love, you're waiting for love, you're struggling in a relationship right now. It's okay to ask for help. That's what our spirit guides are there for. Our angels, our ancestors, our spirit guides, that's what they're there for. So use them. I have a justice. Let's see what the cards say. I've got an emperor. I have a 7 of cups. Okay. The first thing that came into me was this sense of, I don't want to put a negative spin on it, but I do want to say that your person has either identified that they haven't been treating you fairly, is kind of how it came into me, and that you deserve to be treated better. Whether it's they're taking you for granted, or they are not putting you first, or not giving you the attention you need. So that was the first way it came into me. The second thought was, I do want a future with you, and I don't want to, almost a sense of like they're identifying that they better work harder. That's how it's coming into me. Like if they plan on a future with you, they had better step to the plate and put in a little bit more time, because you may even be thinking like, what are my options? It's almost this sense of like, I need them to, not that anybody should have to prove anything in love, but they've got to show you that, you come first, you know, and I think they know that. I will say that. Let's keep going for a second, because I don't want you to abandon this connection if they aren't stepping to the plate the way that you want them to right now. I have a hermit. You know, maybe they're giving you a lot of, you know, they've been pushing you away, or they haven't been as attentive to you, and you're starting to weigh the options, is how I feel. Like, I'm not going to settle. I'm not going to be, you know, waiting around for you. And I don't blame you, my Virgos. Okay. I do want you to stand your ground. I have a Page of Cups. I mean, my page has feelings. Maybe they are realizing that they have been kind of neglecting you in a sense, you know, that if they want you in their life, they can't just take you for granted. They can't just push you aside, or make you wait around for them. Like, there's this part of me that feels like I'm waiting for them. Um, you deserve more, Spirit just said. You deserve more attention. You deserve more engagement, activity, attentiveness, however you want to say it. But I feel like your person knows it. Okay. Either they feel like they're in the doghouse. Maybe we've had some kind of disagreement recently with, you know, like, hey, you know, don't take me for granted. You know, don't shove me aside, because you're not the only fish in the sea, right? You're not the only fish in the sea. But I do feel like your person knows it. So what I want to do, it's almost a sense of repairing the damage a little bit. I don't think you've ended this connection. I don't think you're thinking about ending it. But I don't feel like I love this person, Spirit just said, but I don't feel like I am being cared for the way that I want to be cared for. I'm dreaming of sugar plums. I want things to get better. Okay. I want things to get better. I do have some letters coming into me now. Okay. I have the letter J. I have a letter P. They just showed me a D and a K. Okay, so those could be connected to some of you. They could be clues that are coming. I have an orange. Orange is like good luck. If you put an orange in the bottom of your stocking. Okay, so I have luck is on your side. I do like that. They just said a Cancer, an Aries, Taurus. A couple of signs just came in. A family dinner. I want to connect. I want you home more. There's something about I want you to be more connected. Either maybe they're not engaging in your family, or maybe you're like, you've got to, my family wants to meet you. You need to spend more time with me and my family. Something like that. Something is going on. I want to feel more grounded in this connection. I want to feel more grounded. I have some numbers coming in. I have the number 20, 20th of the month. I have the number 8, could be August. I also have, but I also have 20, 28, but then I have 28. I know that sounds crazy, but that's how it came in. So we'll grab that. So it could be an age, 28 years old. I don't know. 28th of the month, something like that. I'm planning something. They are talking a lot about the new year. I don't know if you have plans for the new year, New Year's Eve, or even like this has got to change. Like, I'm not going into another year without some kind of that things have gotten better. So there's a lot going on here around the new year. There's either a decision to be made, a change happening, things are getting better. So they're saying look forward to the new year. All right, so that's encouraging. Look forward to the new year. I don't think this person wants to lose you. This person is kind of, I'm going to go with the jumpers here. I've got a Death card. I've got a 3 of Cups. I've got an 8 of Cups. And I've got a 10 of Swords. Yeah, you know, the sense of, I know I need to change. Now, they might not have even done anything wrong. It's not like you're fighting with them over something big. I feel like this is all stuff like, I need you to spend more time with me. I spend a lot of time alone. I spend a lot of time waiting for you. Um, I want to do things alone. I don't want to do things with like your friends. You know, I just feel like I want more attention because I enjoy being with you. Okay. And I want you to want to be with me. I don't want to have to beg you to be with me. I don't want you to, you know, feel like it's an obligation. I want you to be excited to be with me. And I feel like your person knows that. And I feel like your person's saying like, I'm sorry, I'm going to try harder. I do want to be with you. I've just been busy with work and I get pulled in 1,000 directions. Like, I don't want to give this person, you know, excuses. I mean, the excuses can only go so far. I mean, some of them are legitimate. Maybe they are really busy. Maybe they do have to work all the time. But I want to know that this person is moving towards me. You know, it's like I'm I'm moving toward, my 8 of Cups always has that positive element to it, which is I'm moving towards something. Okay. What's been happening in my life hasn't been working. I leave that behind me and I'm moving towards something that's better for me. And then that 3 of Cups is a celebration. I feel like we're at a turning point. I really do. I feel like for a good reason, okay? That things are getting better, that things are um worth being said. It's almost the sense of like it was worth saying I'm not happy, or you know, you something has to change in this relationship, right? And I feel like it was worth being said because I feel like that person took it very seriously, and they kind of said, "Yeah, you're right." 8 of Swords, like, you know, I don't want to make you feel like you're trapped, and you can't do what you want to do with your life because you know you're sitting around waiting for me, you know, like that's not fair to you, right? So I do feel like this person is very much aware of, you know, that they've got to shape up. 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands, 9 of Swords. There is a sense of fear. There's a sense of fear. There's a sense of worry. Like, you know, what you said, I'm taking to heart. And I'm risking it all. I didn't realize that it had gotten this bad, you know, something like that. Because you might have said, I'm not doing this anymore. You know, like I love you, but I've got to come first. And maybe there's been a little bit of an ultimatum, or maybe there's been, at least in your mind or in theirs, this could be vice versa, that we've got to do some damage control and some repair. Okay, that is how it's coming into me. Yeah, the new year, the new year, it's almost like a new leaf, maybe turning over a new leaf. You know, we're heading into the new year. Let's just keep going. Let's make it better, something like that. You know, life is hard. Life is hard. Relationships are hard. We do want to be together, Spirit said. This is an ending. I don't want to scare you and think this is ending. I just want it to get better. I want it to be better for you because I do feel your lover isn't lost. You haven't lost this person. You haven't lost this person. I just want to feel more connected to them. I want to be more in tune with them. I want to communicate better with them. Maybe they've been holding back Follow your bliss. I want to be happier again. That number 7 just jumped out at me. Could be July is important to some of you, something like that. November is important, Spirit just said. They are saying that this person is very loyal to you. This is nothing to do with anybody else. I feel like they're pulled away, maybe with work, stress. Their mind is on other things, Spirit just said. At the end of the day, you know, sometimes when you're in a relationship, you do start to take the other person for granted. You just think that they're not going to go anywhere. And it's not enough. Speak only of love. You know, maybe something has been said. I also like this book. Like, if you look at it, it's almost the sense of the book is half open, right? So it's like, we're not at the end of the book. We're not at the beginning either. We're somewhere in between, and we're still writing our own story, right? This is our story, our path, our journey. We can't compare it to anybody else's journey, anybody else's path, okay? There's something going on with this connection. I just want to go into, I don't think we're separated, but I do want to go into these cards for a minute, because I feel like we have to find our way back to each other, is how I feel today. You know, back to being more emotionally committed to each other. I do feel like this person loves you very much. I will say that. Almost a sense of I didn't realize that you felt this way. I'm sorry. I'm praying you'll come back after everything that's happened between us. I worry that you won't forgive me and allow me another chance. Okay, there's the number 7 again. So, you know, you don't have to be separated to be emotionally disconnected in a relationship. So if you're feeling like we just feel a little disconnected right now, like, I hope I can find my way back to you is what Spirit's saying, you know, and maybe that 7 is significant to some of you. 7 days, the 7th of the month, something like that. The same divine energy flows in each of us. This energy is a catalyst to our reunion. We just need to allow this energy to work its magic. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, like, our souls are still connected, right? And we go through these ebbs and flows. I wish everything was bliss. I wish everything was, I fall in love with you and I'm in love with you for the rest of my life. That's not realistic for most people. We connect and then we disconnect, and sometimes we connect again, you know, so we're just in one of those patterns of we need to reconnect. We need to be intimate again. We need to be there for each other, you know, and there's something going on with this connection, my Virgos. Our love is eternal. It exists in every dimension and cannot be lost in the number 11. So again, Spirit's making you this, you know, we haven't lost this love. Your lover isn't lost. This is eternal love. And Spirit's saying, you know, like, how do we bring you back together? We bring you back together with time, honesty, communication, love, commitment, recommitment. All of those things brings us back together. There are subconscious fears affecting our ability to attract love and abundance. The universe is helping us make them conscious, so we can easily attract what we want, including each other. So maybe we have subconsciously some fears, you know, that this will all go away, or I don't know, you know, sometimes we get it in our heads that it's harder than it is. And it's not. It's that 2 people have to be willing to work at it. 2 people have to, if both of you want to repair it, then yes, we have a shot at you know, everything. But if only one person wants to repair it, then that's where the fears come in. It's like, I'm doing it all by myself right now, and I'm really struggling. I'm really struggling, you know. I'm changing this pattern and I'm moving forward. Okay, so there's my change. Somebody is willing to change. Somebody is acknowledging that change has to happen. Change has to take place in order for us to both move forward. I like that. I like that. Let's see the feelings, because I do feel like this person's in love with you. I do feel like that. It's just this feeling of, I want to come back together. I want to come back together. I'm not quite sure what's going on with the New Year's Eve thing, but I don't know. Maybe we make plans for New Year's. Maybe that is something that Spirit's asking you to do. You know, you plan a party, go to a party, be together. You know, or maybe that's some kind of deadline for you guys, that, you know, we promised each other by this time next year. You know, I don't know. There's something going on around the sense of the turn of the new year. That's happening. You will always be in my heart. You will always be in my heart. You know, even if we're struggling, I still love you. It's almost that sense of, even when it's hard, even when it's hard, I still love you. That's good. That's what you want. Even though we are apart, our souls are united. And again, you might, some of you, this might be a temporary separation. It could be, you know, we've just said, hey, let's take a break. It could be that we're going to then reunite. But I feel like we're still in the relationship. We're just emotionally not as connected as we would like. And we want to be more connected. We want to be more in love. And that is where Spirit's bringing us. So that is what we're working for. I wish I could tell you how I feel. So we're struggling with some communication. We're struggling with, I don't feel as comfortable as I used to saying how I feel right now, because we just don't have enough time together, Spirit said. This is all about time. There's something going on with time. I must confess that I am in love with you. I don't know if it's a confession, but maybe it's a sense of, I've never stopped loving you. I've never stopped loving you. You know, you might feel like I'm not there for you all the time, but I never stop loving you. I'm sorry you feel that way, you know, something like that. The grass wasn't greener on the other side. I don't think that there's a third party involved, but it could be either one of you thinking about, if I'm not in this connection, what would I do? Who would I be with? And you start to go down that path and you say, well, I don't want that either. I don't want to be single. I don't want to be starting all over again. I want this to work. I want this to work. And I feel like your person is going to step to the plate. I do. I think that your person is going to start to make some changes and wants to be in. Okay, so we're going to focus on that. I've never felt a bond as strong as ours. So nothing's going to come between you. You know that feeling of, like, even in the worst of times, you get through it. You know, some relationships survive amazing, difficult challenges, and you still get through it. You just always hang in there. You keep getting through it. Things get better, you know. And we're soulmates. I love that. We're soulmates. Soulmates aren't going to give up on each other, right? They're not going to give up on each other. They're going to just continue this journey together and support each other and continue to love each other. There's so much I wish I could do over again. So, you know, you or them could be making mistakes. You could have said things you wish you didn't say. You could be saying, I don't know, I wish that things were easier. I wish that things were better between us. And I feel like that's just being honest. Um, My Virgos, this is a journey, is how I feel. This is a journey where we're just, I don't know, it just came into me as like, let's talk. But let's talk is not like the firm, this like formal conversation about like, are we ending it? No, it's like, let's talk. Let's talk about, how can we make things better? How can, what would make you happy? What makes me happy? So let's talk. There's some kind of talk. Allow the connection to organically flow. Yeah, we're going through some kind of ebb and flow. All right. We're going through, you could say a phase. You could say this could be a long-term relationship. This could be we've been together for a long time and we're going through these kind of ups and downs all the time. And at the end of the day, I just want to know you love me. It wasn't the right time, but let's give it another try. Like, here's the broken heart. But it's the sense of when you started to think about the grass being greener on the other side, it's like, I don't want that either. I'm not going to end this to start something new with somebody I don't even know when this connection has so much going for it still, right? So there's not a sense of that it's ending. There's a sense of repair. Okay. I've been working on slaying my inner demons, inner dragons. Maybe your person has some serious changes. There's some big changes that have to take place. Okay. Maybe they got to remove something from their life, behaviors, patterns, drugs, alcoholism, I don't know, some of you, it could be something bigger. Let me be the warmth you need to survive in the cold. Now, I like this because he's just holding her. And it's like, I just want to put my arms around you. I just want to make things better. I just want to keep you warm. I want to keep you safe. I want to keep you cozy. So this tells me that there's still tremendous love in this connection. And there's not walking away. It gives me peace knowing you don't just let anybody in. So they don't want to take you for granted because your love is special to them. You're not in love with anybody else. You're not talking to anybody else. You only want to be with them. Okay. So when you share your feelings honestly, they've got to let you in. You've got to let them in and respect those feelings. We're going to be okay. Oh, look, a date is coming. Date night. Okay. Go back to dating. Go back to what did we do in the beginning when we fell in love? And we spent that time together and we gave each other that unconditional love and attention. Like, what did we do? What were we doing, my Virgos? Can we get that magic back? Can we recapture some of those feelings? And I think you can. I have no doubt in my mind you can, because there's a lot of love here. So somebody wants to heal, repair, rebuild, and reconnect. Something's going on around the new year. Maybe this is all going to pass. Maybe by the time the new year starts, that this is behind us and we're feeling better about this connection and we feel like we have kissed and made up and things are getting better and things are good. But I do have somebody that loves you very much and they're not ready to throw this all away. So that has tremendous meaning also. Let's put this out into the universe, my Virgos. Hang in there. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep loving this person. And I do feel like things are going to get so much better. I do. I feel like things are going to get so much better. So let's just let Spirit work its magic, right? I want to thank Spirit for this reading. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. I will put all my contact information in the description below. Excuse me. And I want to thank everybody for joining me. And I hope you enjoyed your reading.